Ohio State, a team that I believe may be in trouble. Um, but we will see. We have 47 days until college football, a little under 7 weeks. It's here, bro. Uh, get you some breakdowns in and look into college football because we are coming out the gate hot. Week 1 looks really, really nice to make some money. Ohio State enters 2026, one of the best teams in the country again this season. They're ranked number 1 in the ESPN Football Power Index. Julian Sayin is back under center for his second year. Sayin had a great season last year and was a Heisman finalist, throwing for 3,610 yards with 77% completion percentage, among the highest in the country, and added 32 touchdown passes with 8 interceptions. Behind Sayin last season was Lincoln Kienholz, who transferred to Louisville, bang, bang, which was, I believe, a good second option for the team. This year, Ohio State's quarterback room seems to be down compared to past seasons. Backups include Tavian St. Clair, who was on the team last season and didn't see any playing time, and transferred Justin Martin from Maryland. Needless to say, if injuries strike Sayin this year, they could be in trouble. Running back room will be amazing again this season. Standout running back Bo Jackson, not Chip Pop's Bo Jackson, but the new Bo Jackson, was one of the most explosive backs in the country last season. Returns to lead the running back room. Jackson rushed for 1,090 yards on 6 yards per carry and tallied 6 touchdowns on the ground, as well as 200 yards receiving and 1 touchdown through the air. Behind Jackson is Isaiah West and Jacoby Jackson, who transferred from Florida. Either way, Ohio State is called wide receiver university for a reason, and these backs should be a good touch to the offense. Ohio State just keeps reloading at receiver. After sending Carnell Tate and tight end Max Clare to the NFL, they return wide receiver 1 of college football, Jeremiah Smith, who has consistently dominated the skies of college football since he made his debut. During the 2025 season, Jeremiah Smith recorded 1,243 yards, 12 touchdowns, and averaged 14.3 yards per catch, getting you a first down and a half every catch. Smith is one of those all-time receivers who's close to unguardable. Brandon Ennis also returns, and they add standout high school star wide receiver Chris Henry, son of former NFL great, as well as 6 more depth receivers. I think receiver room is going to be in a good spot again this year, as long as the quarterback stays healthy. Offensive line this season is going to be great. Again, they lose their right guard to Kentucky, who chose not to battle to keep his spot. But they return 4 starters and have 89 career starts together. This unit is a clear Joe Moore Award contender this season. On to the problem side of the ball. Defensive line could be down a little bit this season as they lose Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, and Malone, defensive tackle, as well as 8 backup defensive linemen to the portal. And they gain transfers from Alabama and UCF that are experienced. This D-line is loaded with 4th and 5th year players, but none of the big names that we're used to knowing on this Ohio State defensive line. Linebacker is also a tough spot for this team. Anytime you lose Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese from the same linebacking unit, you're going to have problems. That's 2 guys you can't just replace immediately. Same story for the defensive back unit. As Ohio State loses the number 1 defensive back in the country, Caleb Downs, to the NFL, as well as Davison Igbinosun. 2 pieces that are going to be hard to replace, almost certainly going to be worse this season than last season. With Ohio State playing a tougher schedule, we could see some games where they just can't get stops, therefore leading to less than spectacular season. While the offense should be one of the best in the country, defense is what worries me about this Ohio State team. This season, Buckeye fans are going to have to trust Ryan Day to do what he does and win those close games. The schedule, Ohio State gets Ball State at home in week 1. They play at Texas week 2, where Texas is going to try to get that game back that they lost last season. And I think Texas probably wins that game at home. They host Kent State week 3, host Illinois week 4, play at Iowa week 5, which is not always a easy place to play at Iowa. They host Maryland week 6. They come here to Indiana for some revenge in week 7, which I don't think they'll be able to get that done. Indiana's undefeated in the last 2 seasons at home. They get a bye week in week 8 before returning to USC for week 9. USC is going to be one of those teams to watch out for this season. I think that's going to be a tough game as well. They host Oregon week 10, which being at home helps, but it is Oregon. Oregon's one of the better teams in the country this season. They host Northwestern week 11, at Nebraska week 12, and host Michigan final week of the season in the rivalry game. I think there's a real chance Ohio State loses 3 games this season and misses the playoffs. This was kind of my breakdown last season, and it proved me wrong. Team is way worse than last season, in my opinion. But I'm getting a little bit of plus money, so I'm going to bet it again this year. The bets, Ohio State under 9.5 wins at plus 130. If they don't win 10 games, I think they miss the playoffs because they won't have any good wins. They will lose to the better teams on their schedule, in my opinion. So Ohio State to miss the playoffs at plus 220. Another bet I'm on. That's all I got for you, man. Ohio State defensive unit. I think it could be a problem this season, but it is Ohio State, so we will see.
Big Hundo with the detailed breakdown here on Ohio State Buckeyes. Cause Clips, appreciate you bringing the goods, my man. Talk to the people.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for having me. Everybody, go follow me on X. The plays will be rolling for week 1. I post all my action there. Yeah, man, appreciate you guys for having me. Everybody hit that like button and retweet the show. I'm out.
Let's go.